Hi, I'm Hollis. Welcome back to my series on scripting NPCs, droids, and quests using Lisp. In this video, we're going to introduce the character call, and we're going to do some cool function calls with it. To start off, I thought it was a little mean for my droid to yell at people without apologizing. So I'm going to use this concat function. And I'll have it put the name of who they're apologizing to. And then here's some text. And I'll delete the extras here. And just for some formatting's sake, I'm going to separate these with an enter. And then let's try it out. So an apology is good, but I wanted to apologize to each person it talks to, not just me. And so that's what we're going to use the character variable for. This is something that comes built in with your script. And it takes the identity of whoever your NPC or droid is talking to and can obtain information about that person. So to obtain information, I'm going to use the getName function. And that will replace this function with the name of the character you're talking to. And here it doesn't change because I'm Rylan. Maybe to show something different, maybe instead of their name, we want to call them ma'am or sir. We're going to instead use the getFormal character. So it's the getFormal function call, and then we pass in character as the variable. Let's try that. And now it says ma'am. Now, character isn't the only identity variable that we have access to. We also have access to something called self. And self is the identity of the NPC or droid that the script belongs to. So in this case, it'd be Geraldar. So I'm going to get the name of Geraldar. Was the concat for the text. And I'm going to have it go to a new function. And I'll show you what the add action does as opposed to add response after I write the function. So I copied this in, and you can find the text for it in the description, so you can copy it in too. So what it will do, it'll have a save function that will read all of the different functions that you have access to that just require the function name and then passing in character or self. And this break is a little bit of formatting. It basically puts an enter or a new line between this text because when you put an enter in the coding interface, it just treats it as a invisible. So this is a visible enter. Go ahead and hit save. Refresh. So the first thing you'll notice here is that the add action function does the same thing that add response does, but instead of putting a say and then quotation marks around your text, it starts the text with a U. So in this case, you test Geraldar on its knowledge. So we'll click that. And as you can see, so you test Geraldar on its knowledge, and then here It just shows you some example output for each of these functions. So there's a lot you can do with these. You can find the race, the faction, health points, whether they're injured or not, their location, what they're carrying. In our next video, we'll talk more about data types and how to handle some of these to be able to do much cooler things with them. But that's an introduction for now. So thank you again for watching the video. Thank you to Kid Dalban and Lilith Delcroix for their tutorials. Subscribe to see the next video.